2012 will look probably a lot like 2011 on the surface. I think unemployment will continue to be uncomfortably high in the 8% level at least for at least the next year to year and a half. I don't think we're going to see the kind of 5% unemployment rate levels that we got used to in the 90s for several years, in fact. And I think part of the problem is that a lot of companies who have the wherewithal to spend to hire are unwilling to do so because there is so much uncertainty about the global economy that until they're sure that Europe has its act together, until they're sure that we're not going to go into another recession, until they're sure that China won't falter, that a lot of these companies are going to sit tight. And they will hire on the margins where needed, but they're not going to do the mass hiring that we saw in let's say, the late 90s for a long, long time. Everyday Americans really shouldn't worry about kind of what's going on in Europe or what's going on in the global economy because to a large extent, we have no control over those things. I think what we do have control over is the extent to which we get our own kind of fiscal house in order. If we're a worker, for workers, I think you want to be able to make sure that you've got your skill set in line, you've got your resume up to date, that you're ready to go once the economy does start to produce jobs. If you're currently employed, you want to make sure that you're able to show yourself to your bosses as being a top performer because to a large extent, the companies are going to be limited in how they reinstitute raises in 2012, but they are planning to reinstitute raises, but the lion's share of those raises are going to go to the top performers, so you want to make yourself known as one of those people.